Hey everybody! For today's video, we're going to do a quick visit to Utah, where I grew up. The place is called Bridal Falls, and it sits up Provo Canyon near Provo, Utah. One of the things I loved about living in Utah is having the mountains really close. Especially here in Provo, you can get up the Provo Canyon just a few minutes and feel like you're away from the rest of the world.
Now, when I was in middle school, there was actually a tram. You can get on here. There was a cable that went up to that way, and there was a restaurant up by the top of the falls that you could visit.
So the tram was built in the 1960s. It gave you a great view of the waterfall as you passed over it, and then led to a restaurant up at the top. Because Bridal Falls is only about 15 minutes from my grandma's house, she's been here many times. She told me stories about how the restaurant at the top of the falls was a very popular spot for dances that my mom and her sisters would go to when they were in high school. For many years, the Bridal Falls tram held the distinction of being the world's steepest tram, which is pretty impressive, as you can see here.
One day, my grandma said, "Hey, Nathan, do you want to go ahead and go on the Bridal Falls tram?" I was saying, I got other stuff to do, I'll pass. Let me just hang out at home instead. Well, guess what? Bad choice on my part.
Now, a regular problem in the Provo Canyon are avalanches, an example of which you can see in this 2013 video. When the winter snow piles up on the steep canyon walls, it's really easy to have it come crashing down. And that's exactly what happened in the winter of 1996, as you can see in this video. A huge avalanche came down and wiped out not just the tram, but its supporting building down at the base of the mountain. A few years later, the restaurant building that was up at the top of the mountain caught fire, and all that remains today are the ruins you see here. So even though the tram is now long gone, Bridal Falls remains a beautiful place and a destination that people come from all over to see.
So when I see Bridal Falls, I see beauty. I see, wow, this is cool stuff. But I also see regret. I wish I can talk to my middle school self and say, hey, just go ahead and do something. Even if it's not comfortable right now, you wish you had later. So today's challenge is to do something now that you won't regret later. It might be giving your grandma and grandpa a call. It might be talking to a friend. It might be trying out for a team that you're not sure you'll make. It might be just reading a book that you maybe never think that you'd be interested in. Whatever it is, find a way to push yourself now so there's no regrets later on. Like for me, here at Bridal Falls.
So right now, please discuss the following two questions in your classes. What is something that you know you would like to do or should do but have been putting off? And how can you go ahead and do it so you won't have any regrets later? All right, have a great day.